Hey, what's up, guys? Happy Wednesday. Good to be back again. Sorry, it's been a little bit of time since I've been streaming, but had a few things happening in my life that have kind of taken priority. But anyway, back in the streaming seat, and tonight I'm going to be buying a new plane. This is going to be a plane that I'm going to be leasing to VR Aviation, but I'm going to buy it myself. And I'm going to go through just the thought process and stuff of why I'm buying it. And you're looking at it. It's the Seneca V. Hey, Sapper, how you doing? Sim Pilot, how you doing? I'm going to buy myself a Seneca V. I own this plane. It's a Carenado plane. You know, I've been thinking about, I want a 5-seater for FSEconomy and looking back and forth. And then I remembered that I own this plane. I totally forgot that I had bought this way back when. I think it was actually one of the first planes I ever bought when I first installed an X-plane. And it's decent. It looks real nice in VR. Actually, I had not tried it in X-plane VR. I had flown it in fly inside quite a bit, but I had never tried it in X-plane VR, and it's actually very, very good. The only thing is, autopilot doesn't function with touch controllers, but you can use the plane command for that. Same with the comms, but I don't really use comms when I'm in FSEconomy, so that's not going to really affect it too much. And it's a reasonably priced plane in FSEconomy. It's like between $300,000 and $400,000. So it's a 5-seater. I think it would do really nicely at. I would use it quite a bit at in the Eastern hub that we have, and it certainly looks nicer in the cockpit than the Baron does, and it's as fast as the Baron. Anyway, I decided I'm going to buy one. So that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to buy a plane. It's kind of cool. So anyway, I've been looking around. Let me just show you what this thing looks like on the inside. So I don't have it. It's cold and dark right now, but basically very nice 3-dimensional cockpit with gauges and stuff are very nicely done. You know, typical Carenado fashion. Even though this was pre-VR, it's still for them it's still all 3D, and you know, functions very well. So anyway, I'm looking forward to getting this plane and getting it to Delaware Air Park. So now I have two choices here. All right, let me go to my hold on. Let me go to Chrome so you guys can see my thought process here. I have two choices here. Okay, so if I go to the planes available, the Seneca is available, 34 Seneca. I could buy this plane here, which is in Georgia, for $395, and it's got only has 25 hours on it, which is kind of nice. Or I could buy this plane for $315, but it's in Nebraska. All right, this is 1,300 miles away from where I want it to be. Okay, and this Georgia, let me just see what's its HQU. Just clear this. So if I go HQU, 477 miles. So I'm saying to myself, enough for 80 grand. All right, do I bite the bullet, pay the extra money, get the plane there faster, or do I buy it in Nebraska for 315? Actually, it's 315. If you look at this, plus it's 317. So I mean, that's a considerable savings. You know, almost an $80,000 savings. You know, this plane has 74 hours before the next maintenance. It looks like. Just make sure that's right, because sometimes these things are. Just go here. No, it's 25 hours. All right, so it's good. So this is low hours there. Let me go back to here. This is incorrect. So if you look at this, it says engine time 24. Oh, time till next. All right, 74 hours till next. If I look at this one here, it's 41 hours to next. So the question is, do I pay $317 and fly at 1,200 miles? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too, Sapper. I'm thinking buy this one and just fly it back. So that's what I'm going to do. All right, you made up my mind. So I'm going to buy this for VR for Bambino Holdings, which is the holding company I have all my planes, and boom, own a Seneca. That's how you do it. So let me just go to my aircraft, Bambino Holdings. There's a Seneca. I'm going to change this up a little bit. Let me go edit. First, I want to take all this stuff out because I don't want to pay any rent or anything when I'm flying it. All right, and I have to look at. We're gonna look at. Let me look at that in a second. So we're gonna go 33N as its home. Registration is gonna be N. Um, 328 PC Piper Seneca Papa Charlie. Let's still go with that. Yeah, I'm sure there are. It's 1,200 miles sim pilot, so I mean I should be able to find some. So anyway, boom. Oh, registration already in use. Oh, I must have one. So let's go Piper Seneca. PS. There we go. All right, so there's our new Seneca. Nice. Now I'm going to lease this to VR Aviation. And we'll set VR Aviation as the leasee. Boom. All right, so that's that. So now if we look at the aircraft here, VR Aviation has a new Piper Seneca. There you go. All right, cool. I'm really happy about that. I'm looking forward to flying this plane. So now we got to get her back. So let me see. Let me go to. So we're at BFF. Okay, BFF. 33N is 1,284 miles. All right, let me look at BFF here. Yeah, I have to do a livery for that. I got that in mind. KLAR. Yeah, that's going the other way though, man. That's going west. I gotta go. I gotta go east. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna have to do a cheap flight, like a a non-paying flight going east from here. Seneca's 5 passengers, so it's it's like the Baron, but it's a lot nicer to fly. It's a lot nicer detailed than the Baron. So I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, I'm not gonna fly that. I'm right here, right? So Denver is west of me. Let me see if I could pick up a. What do we got here? Denver south. So if I go to Denver, let's just see what's at Denver. I've never flown to Denver, so that might be kind of cool. Let's look at bearings. So look at that. Denver has nothing, basically nothing going east. How could that be? Has nothing going east. So Denver's not a choice. All right, so let me go to here again. And what's my first one here? This is TIFF. That's a small air. Any decent sized hubs around here? Let me just see here. Um, um, I just need something that's going to get me. What's this guy? Cheyenne. That's close. I could go with that. Let's CYS. Let's look at CYS. Oop. And what do we got going west here? Anything? No, we got this guy. It's 6 passengers. This guy's going south to FTG Denver. So then if I go to FTG Denver, can I got anything going west? No, I think I just gonna have to bite the bullet and fly west somewhere. All right, so that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. What's this guy here? ANF. I think I'm just gonna fly there. ANW. Let's see what's. I was looking at that before. Just spent a lot of money. Oof. ANW, right? Let's look at ANW. Oh, nice. Let me check that out. KIA. Let's try. Let me check that out. Let's go to here. Go to here. Go to here. Let me see what that brings in here. Ooh, okay. What do we got going east here? Doesn't look like too much, dude. Yeah, I spent 320,000 of my own money, B2. I spent of my own money, and I leased it to the group. It's my gift to the group tonight. I don't see anything east here, bub. Nothing here solid east. So this doesn't look like I'm not going to go to Columbus, Mississippi. That's too far out of the way. And this is only one passenger to Fremont. So doesn't look like KAIA is good. Okay, so I got this plane B2. I'm at the BFF, KBFF. I've got the Seneca. Let me just update this that I own now. There it is. I'm gonna rent it. My plane. And I need some flight. I need a flight about 100 and I don't want to go more than like 180 miles tonight. So I'm looking for about 180 miles east. And I could fly. I don't have to fly. I mean, I don't mind flying like to here, and then figure out things as we go along. So why don't I do that? I'm gonna fly to KNW. Where's KNW? KANW. It's cargo. I could probably carry that. Yeah, there's not a lot out here, man. All right, so I'm just gonna bite the bullet, go to ANW, and then we'll figure out from there. Oh, actually, I could use B2. I have a feeling B2 is working out a plan for me. Let's see. Take one more shot. So ANW's here. It's kind of a decent sized airport. What do we got here? This is Valentine, VTN. Let's look at VTN. Ooh, VTN is nice because then I can hop. Okay, let's do that. I'm gonna go to VTN, and then I've got enough here to get me 100 miles, at least. 136 is not too bad. So at least I can get some little bit of money and just kind of work my way across. So we'll set course for VTN. Well, that's not what I want to do. Oh wait, I gotta go. What am I doing here? Oh, here we go. Can pick up 3 passengers at. Oh. Let's check that out. Invalid airport, dude. How come I can't? You guys always give me these airports that aren't on GPS, man. I have to get east. I'm going to Delaware, Delaware. So I'm just going to fly here. I don't care about a couple $100. I'm going to go to VTN. Let's just do that. Okay, VTN. That's a good first leg. It's 147 miles. Let me get my GPS. Let me just see here. This is the. Let's look at this guy. Miller Field. Miller Field. That's an interesting little airport. All right, so we're gonna go Miller Field, and we'll just come in this way like that. All right, it'll give us 5 miles. I'm gonna save that. It looks like a crop circle. Must be a small. It probably is. Yeah. All right, so this should be good. This is 154 miles. That's plenty. That's plenty of real estate to cover. So let me just get my flight plan in here. You know what? Let me see if there's any. Oh, let's see what this is here. Oh, let's do that. That's a GPS coordinate. That way I can enter it into. All right, we'll go there. All right. Let's see. We've got 5,000 altitude. Should be good, and then we're going to land at about 3,000. So if we stay at 5K, we're good the whole way. Maybe 6K. All right. Let me get my. Right now, you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I am creating my flight plan. Get that in there. Okay, cool. All right, so that's the plan. Let me get my flight plan in here. Can't delete that. We're gonna go to BFF to EB, UWI, and then we're heading to Valentine, Miller Field, KVTN. Beautiful. First leg of the journey, getting the Seneca back. All right, save that. We got the plane rented, 64 gallons. We're going 150 miles, so 64 gallons. So let's just say 175. We got plenty of fuel, but you know what? I don't have any passengers, so I might as well load her up with 80. Be good to go. I'll fly this on my own dime. So I save the group a little money, and we'll get the Seneca back on our first leg, getting back to. And there's KVTN, and I could pick the couple of things up here, which is nice. I can make a little money there. Good. Cool. We don't need that. Now, listen, if you guys are interested, I just posted up a video of an update for March. So if you want to check that out, I'll go over some of the numbers and. Well, no, actually, you can create an assignment B2, I believe. Mike told me, I think I've done it before. You can create an assignment if you wanted to. As the group owner, I can do that, but I don't do that. All right, let's get this plane started up. Nice plane, the Seneca. Big ass engines, that's for sure. All right, so we're going to get our mixture and throttle in, and we're going to go clear prop. We'll go. Let's get our master on and get our left engine started. Get our right engine started. Get left alternator, right off an alternator. Let's get our strobe on, nav on, taxi on, landing lights on. Beautiful. A flight plan. Let's do this and do this and do that. And now our flight plan is loaded. We're going to EBE and then KVTN. Okay. I like to have this on the map. Menu. Okay, we're good there. GPS. And let's see. Let's get our. We don't need any heat, any of the prop heat or anything. I think we're good to go. Now, this plane was an absolute dog in flying side, so it's really nice to see that it's reasonable in X-Plane 11 VR. Now, I haven't flown this yet with the air server, which is the software I use to serve up the iPad that you guys are seeing. So I'm hoping it's okay, but we shall see. All right, so we got our GPS in. Sometimes the GPS shows on this MFD here, and sometimes it doesn't. That's one of the problems with this plane. But the whole idea is so we want to make sure that we've got our we're set up to go from a nav perspective, which we are. All right. Well, yeah, I mean, it's like I said, I was flying it before, and it seemed to be okay. You have Mike flying your C90 from East Coast back to Fort. Oh, you're paying him to do it? That's funny. Yeah, I was flying the Seneca before B2, and it seemed just fine. So we're going to see in a second here. All right, so we got everything loaded here. I'm going to do... Let me get FSEconomy loaded. But the flight is loaded up. I'm just verifying that, and we are in progress. So good. You know what I should do here is let me get my, I'm going to go to dash, go to monitor, get my chat in the window here. Beautiful. All right, cool. Okay, let's hope everything's hunky-dory. Frame rate seems to be pretty good, man. The plane, I mean, the engines just seem like a beast on this plane, you know? That's what I love about it. Oh, it'll get worse and worse over time. Okay. Well, we'll see. You know, we'll see how it does. But now the group has one, so if you own one, you can fly it. Come on over to 33N at some point. You'll be able to fly it there. Nice 5-seater's perfect for that network, which is. You know, the Baron gets a lot of use there, and I said, you know, I was looking for another 5-seater or 6-seater. I said, man, I got one. I have a Seneca. Oh, I think I have to taxi down a little further, don't I?
Approaching runway 0523.
All right, yeah, we're not going that way. We're going the other way. So let me turn around here.
Entered runway 0523.
Watch that. Yeah, well, I hope that doesn't happen. Maybe I should have tested it out a little bit. We shall see. You know, how long ago did you own it? What version of X-Plane? Just curious. I mean, I know it's, you know, it's probably the plane software, not X-Plane itself, but maybe it'll be okay on, like, you know, I don't do a lot of long flights in the East. Usually they're under like an hour, so maybe it'll be okay for that. I just love the way those engines look. They look like they're monsters, you know? It's just, you know, I was getting tired of the Baron because the Baron, although it's a great plane, you know, it's a great, I guess, you know, for a free plane, it's fine, but the VR detail in the Baron is just awful. And I said, you know, I was going to spend 20 bucks on sim coders, but then I'll have to live with, you know, flying that
runway
plane.
05.
Oh, until a month ago. Well, we'll see. I'll let you.
Runway 05.
We'll see
7,700 feet remaining.
We'll see how things go. Maybe there have been some improvements in 11.20 that might make it a little better. Let's see. Yeah, that's what I mean. I got really tired of the. I'm really tired of the Baron because the Baron, you know, I'm not going to buy the Carenado version because it's X-Plane 10. And I'm worried about how it's gonna do a. You know, I'm worried about the 50 the Carenado B58 in VR. I'm not sure how well it's going to look in VR. I mean, no one's told me that it functions well in VR yet. So, anyway, let's get on the ground here. So, gotta watch we don't overbake the engines. The 70 knots and rotate. Get her up there. Oof. Just very smooth. Yeah, there is a Baron rep, another 20 bucks to spend. And I said, let me try the Seneca because the Seneca flies very nicely and it looks great. And I already spent 34 bucks or whatever it was when I bought it. Let me see how that is. So that's what I'm doing. What did we say? 5,000? We'll go to 55. We'll go to 6,000 feet. Yeah, it does work well, but it doesn't always show the GPS routes on there. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. So that's a little off, but that's all right. LNAV on.
LNAV on.
All right, we can go to 55. That should be good. Altitude hold.
Altitude hold already on.
Okay. Why aren't we holding altitude? Altitude hold.
Altitude hold already on.
What? Altitude 6,000.
Altitude 6,000 feet.
This is what I have to contend with here. Flight director off.
Flight director already off.
LNAV on.
LNAV on.
Altitude hold.
Altitude hold already on.
Can we hold 6,000? No. I got it to hold last time. Altitude hold.
Altitude hold on.
See, we unfortunately have no control over the autopilot, which kind of sucks. Looks like we're holding there. LNAV on.
LNAV on.
Okay, looks like we're good. $6,200 feet, so we'll take that. Yeah, there's a Baron rep, but I didn't feel like spending another 20 bucks, to tell you the truth, when I had this plane. Let me get my things centered here. It would be so nice if they came out with a VR update for this plane, though, because, I mean, that's the problem with Carenado. Okay, let's not, this is my one gripe. They never update their planes. They've got so many planes, they very rarely update them. Take this plane and update it. Update it for VR. Make it work in VR. I'm telling you, people would use this plane. It's a great plane. And right now, so far, excellent frame rates. No judder, no issues, just everything's nice, very nice and smooth. So if you guys are looking for an update on VR Aviation, I just posted one about a half hour ago. So it's basically the current situation. We've got about $1 million in cash. Yeah, about $1 million in cash. We purchased a C-172 today for 33, and I believe it's there already. And so that adds another plane that we own to the hangar. And now we'll have this plane in the leased hangar. So, but we're moving along nicely. The you know, the networks are generating good amount of activity, which is great, and we're getting, you know, about a new pilot every day or so, which is pretty good when you think about it. The more the merrier. But yeah, it seems like once we started in April. Like today, there was a lot of flight activity. A lot of people flying in today, which is great. So anyway, let's see, what do we got here? We're doing 160. I could probably crank her up a little bit more. The mixture back a little bit. Fix one or two major issues with these. They just sort of say, yeah, I mean, there's no follow-up with it. Hey, Cheesehead23, thanks for joining the stream. I appreciate it. Yeah, but they've got no follow-ups with their planes. Like the 208, that plane needs work, man. Come on. It needs work. This plane, it's a beautifully modeled plane. Get someone to keep it updated. You know? The MFD doesn't work all the time. Make that work all the time. You know, I don't know. It just, put some effort into the follow-up. Every plane is a new piece of software, and there should be, there should be maintenance to them. I'm doing great. Do I like air shows? Yeah, I've never been to an air show since I was a little kid, but I do like air shows. I went to an air show at McGuire's Air Force Base in New Jersey when I was about, I probably was about 5 or 6 years old, and I remember it, believe it or not, because I sat in the seat of a jet. I don't know what kind of jet it was. I just remember it had the radar antenna on it, and it was totally cool. It was with my grandfather. God rest his soul. He's a wonderful man. And he took me to the air show, and it was awesome. There's an air show. Yeah, they're definitely more quantity than quality, which is good. I think it's going to come back to bite them in the ass, to tell you the truth. There's an air show in Florida next week. Can't wait. Awesome. You're going to listen to it. You're from Wisconsin. Okay, cool. All right, unfortunately, the GPS doesn't show me any information on the PFD, which kind of sucks. It used to work, but doesn't seem to be working now. But luckily, I got ForeFlight, which you guys can see. And we've got 129 nautical miles.
Flight 209er, clear for vector 324.
We have clearance, Clarence. Roger, roger.
Hey, Cheesehead, thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Do I fly in real life? No, just in sim. I don't have a pilot's license. It's a dream of mine to someday do that, but I just fly a lot in the sims and only in virtual reality. Use the Oculus Rift, as you see here, as I move. When you see me moving my head, you're seeing what I'm seeing, except I see it in 3D, and you see it in 2D. So when I look at that compass, it looks like I could reach out and grab it. Pretty cool. All of the instruments are all three-dimensional in the cockpit. Pretty awesome. All right, so we've got, what are we doing? 175. So there'll be some challenges with navigation with this plane, I think, but you know what? That's okay. It's another plane in the arsenal. And I'm sure there's a lot of people with the Senecas. And I'll fly it off. I feel like flying. I think I'm going to fly this plane a lot. I tell you, when you're in virtual reality, it feels like you're in a live cockpit. It really does. You see if I can show you around here. If I go back here. There we got 2 seats there. And we got the 2 seats right there. There's our cockpit. Or, sorry, our cabin. And we've got some storage space back here. And that's our Seneca, P34 Seneca. Although not a whole lot of leg room. You'd have to sit with your legs kind of scissored. But that's the Seneca. No, it's not a Baron. It's a Piper. It's a Piper Seneca. PA34 Seneca V. It is. Seats 5 passengers and 1 co-pilot. All right, big week coming up this week for golf. Starts tomorrow, the Masters, the big tournament. You guys into golf? I know I am. I can't wait. I mean, actually, John Fly has a DraftKings tournament set up. There's 10 of us in it, hoping to win that. $90 in the pool. Hoping to win that. We shall see. But I also have a bunch of other DraftKings picks for the Masters. Should be kind of fun. Yeah, thank you. Now, Cheesehead, do you fly in real life? Yeah, I remember trying to fly this plane and fly inside, and it was like flying a washing machine. It was awful. The judder was just terrible, and this is much better. Now, I hope what B2 said about the frame rates dropping over time. I hope that doesn't happen. We shall see. But I think I'm going to have to do a livery on this plane. I'm going to put this one on here too. Flight plan. So at least we know how long we got. Yeah, I actually like watching golf, especially now since high definition, because you can actually see the contours of the greens and stuff. I really kind of enjoy watching golf on a Sunday afternoon, crack a beer, sit back, relax. It's enjoyable. Did I hear about the F-16 crash this morning? No, I didn't. Sorry to hear that. Did the person survive? I didn't hear anything about that. That's too bad. Yeah, what's nice is both well, actually what I should do. No, I guess I don't want to do that. Both of the G430s work in this plane. The get in the hole dudes turned you off from watching. Oh, okay. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know. I'm a golf fan. I've played golf. Although I haven't played in a while, but I played a lot of golf when I was younger. I like watching it. I think it's an interesting game. It's a game of there's a lot that goes on. It's like baseball, There's so much to baseball that people don't realize. Every pitch in baseball matters. Every single pitch matters. That's why I love baseball so much. But anyway, the Masters is beautiful. Hopefully they'll have nice weather. And it's a beautiful course, fun to watch. And looking forward to checking it out. So, you know what? Let's go over. I'll just go through a quick rundown of the group stuff. Let me just get my Chrome on here. So, if you want the full rundown from the March update, you can check out the video I just posted on my YouTube channel, Bambino Games. But you can see here we've got in VR Aviation. Actually, we bought the Cessna, so I think this was before we bought the Cessna. We got about $800, a little close to $900,000 right now, which is nice. Aircraft. We own two Barons. We now own a 172 at 33N, and the rest of the planes. Oh, we also own the 407 Bell Chopper. The rest of the planes we lease. We're getting a pretty decent hangar there. A lot to choose from. As far as our FBOs, we organize things now in Europe, East, and West. So if we look at Europe, we've got 7 FBOs now in Europe. We're low on supplies over there. We have some supplies that have to be run from LFPO. In fact, I've been trying to get to, if we go to LFPO, you can see we got these supplies that have to run now. I flew a Challenger there, and I didn't realize it didn't have enough hours. It's got 99 hours on it, so I can't fly it. I can't fly the run. So we've got these supplies that need to get to these areas. We've still got 10 days to get them there, but we've got to get those in there. And we're looking to hopefully build up the France activity over time here. In the process of setting them up now. Okay. In any event, so that's the Europe, and Sapper is responsible for our Europe. I can't. How can I fly? The problem is the B2. Oh, sorry, B2. The problem is that if you look at, well, what I had planned to do was to load up all of them. No, I understand that, but the problem is I have to take off, fly to FDS, land there, then take off, fly to FDX, and land there, so it's multiple hops to deliver all these. I was going to do it in one straight line because it's a complete southern route. You could just go from LFDS right down to LFM and LFMW and just deliver them all. But once I flew to the first one, yeah, maybe I should just run it until it hits it. But Sapper, there's not there's a DC2 here, not a DC3. DC2 is not going to give you enough capacity, I don't think. Maybe there's a DC3 in the area. I did DM him, and he hasn't replied. So, in any event, hopefully we can get some help from some of the members to get these supplies there. I had a plan, but unfortunately the plan isn't going to work until that maintenance gets done on that. So, in any event, so that's the FBOs in the Europe. If we go to the East, we added 2G4, nice little airport on a plateau in northwestern Maryland. Kind of cool. If you might want to check that out. That was recently last week. So we're building up that. I got a couple others in mind to build on in this area. A couple of more two-lotters, and that should just about do it for this network until we can find a 3-lotter to tie everything together. But I think we've built, we started with nothing here, and I think we're building up something nice there. And if you take a look at the West, Mike is responsible for managing this, and we've got we've got our old standbys here, the RML FBOs that came to us with that. Hey Nelly, how you doing? Thanks for joining. So lots of activity at Burt Mooney. Last month 61 air operations. This month's 24 so far. That's a lot so far, and a lot of nice planes there. You can see we got a Baron. We've got Caravans. Okay, we've got SR20. We've got the 2 DC3. Actually, one DC3 that's rentable. Mooney, Comanche, Arrow, Tomahawks, Quest Kodiak. So lots of planes to fly there. If we go to our hub in the East, 33N. We've got a Baron, we got a 300, we've got Skyhawk, SR20, we got a Bravo there that you can rent, Piper Archer, and a Quest Kodiak, and soon have a Seneca. I'm going to bring an Arrow there, so we have an Arrow to fly. Trying to build up the planes there that people can use. And then if we go to France, we're still working on that. FDA is our hub there. Yeah, we're still working on getting some planes there, but I know that I think B2 you're bringing a barren over there, right? So that's going to be nice to have, and we'll. I thought we had a Cessna here, but apparently it's not here anymore. Let me just take a look at it. Let's see. Aviation. Yeah, the Skyhawk was flown out by. Oh, Nelly, you flew it out to FCW. Maybe you can get that back to FDA if you get a chance. That'd be good. Let's see, where are we? Middle of nowhere in the Atlantic Ocean. Well, thanks for toting that over. Appreciate that. It's great to have. Yeah, so Nelly, maybe when you get a chance, you can get that Cessna back to FDA. It'd be awesome. We always want to try to keep our planes at their home, or at least in the network. But it's nice if they're nice. It's nice if they're at the hub, because then other people can use them. But any event, so that's our aircraft and our FBO. So, quick look at do a quick look at the monthly statement. Even though this is in the video, so check out my YouTube channel. We did. Well, you can't. It's not going to show us the operations for last month because we switched things over. But we did 4.5 million almost in asset income. Pretty good. 1.5 net. Not a great gross profit margin, but okay. 200K in aircraft operations, 137K in FBO operations. Hopefully that'll go up. And we did a lot of purchasing in March. So I thought we had a very, very nice nice month. So the other thing is, you want to check out the website, which is vraviation.wixsite.com/vraviation, and got all our information. If someone's interested in joining the group, plenty of stuff here that you can check out. That the chat, so you guys can visit that if you want. But the nice thing about this is, if you want to get our liveries, just click on the livery, and you can click on any one of these pictures, and it'll take you right to the download of that livery. Pretty nice, pretty easy, okay? So that's one nice feature. And then the other feature that we added, we've got reports. Mike added this nifty report. There's basically the current month flight, which is great. So you can see what the status is of our top pilots. And then we've got FBO network, where you can just click on. Oops, that's not it. Okay, there's the map. Sorry. Click on the map if you want to see that. You can click on the hub if you want to go to one of the hubs. If you want to go to one of the spokes, you click on that. It takes you right to the spoke. So we organize that so it's easy to find everything on the website. Assignment profits are misleading. They assume plane rentals and FBO fees aren't used, also going to the group, so underreported. You mean within FSEconomy? I'm not sold on a lot of the math in FSEconomy on those reports, to tell you the truth. I see a lot of holes in them from here to there. It seems kind of weird, but yeah, you're probably right. I guess you're right there. I haven't really, delved deep into it. All I know is that yeah, I agree with you. I've come across a number of places where I wasn't too keen on their math and the way that they calculate things, but it is what it is. Not something we're going to change, B2, Anyway, so that's the website. Make sure you check that out. Actually, I have links here to my YouTube channel and Twitch channel, and also Discord. If you want to join the Discord, a lot of cool activity and discussion on the Discord. You want to check that out? And that's the website. Well, that math should be easy, right? I mean, it should be kind of easy. There's a lot of things like booking fees. Where do booking fees go? Why doesn't the FBO get the booking fees? Why do the booking fees just go into the ether? Just odd to me. It's like they're bleeding money out of the system, you know? I would think that a booking fee should go, well, the booking fee should go to the airline, really, right? So the airline that's taking them there, which would be the group, the Aviation, if you think of it as a virtual airline, the group should get the booking fee. But the booking fee goes into the vapor. No one gets the booking fee, which is really odd. Of course, the other suggestion, I don't want to say complaint because it's a free thing. The other suggestion that I would have for FSEconomy is to be a little bit quicker on the new adding the new planes. I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't have a Diamond DA62, and there's no reason why we shouldn't have a Cirrus jet. I mean, those are popular planes. People would use them. You should have them in there. But yeah, I've always wondered why the hell the booking fee just vanishes into the vapor. Maybe there's an explanation in their manual. I'm not sure. Check her out here. That's a sleek-looking plane, that Seneca, isn't it? So far, the frame rates are pretty good, B2. I hope that doesn't change. I guess we shall see. Kind of barren terrain out here, though, that's for sure. Not much to look at. Oh, no, yeah, there's no rush, man. There's no rush. When you get some time, that'd be great. It's one less thing, because, you know, you guys don't probably realize it, but I spend a lot of time, like Mike, Sapper, and myself are each responsible for, the way it works is we're each responsible for a network. So I'm responsible for the East, Mike's got the West, and Sapper has Europe, right? So one of the two things that we are responsible for is, one, making sure the FBOs are supplied, okay? And the other is making sure the planes that are in the network are, you know, at the hub. So I spend, believe it or not, you guys don't see it, but I spend a lot of time, you know, flying planes back. And usually it's people that aren't involved in our group that'll fly a plane, you know, out of the network. Like right now at LaGuardia, I have a PC-12 at LaGuardia, which isn't in our network, but I've got to fly that back because some guy flew it out like 200 miles and just left it there. So, you know, you need to, it's good to have those planes back at the hub because that's where the bulk of the assignments are. And generally the assignments are going to be round trips, right? So you're going to go from 33N to N40 and back, or 33N to N72 and back. You know, we've got the network set up so that they're round trip assignments. So it's nice. It's great to have the planes back at the where they're supposed to be, and that's, you know, that's why, you know, we spend time making sure that the planes are there, because if they're not there, you guys aren't going to fly them. You know. Yeah, like Sapper had another person that wasn't in the group flew a Baron that we had at KBTM. He flew it like this person flew it like 900 miles away from KBTM. So he probably got in the plane, you know, maybe there was an assignment there, you know, a long ways away or whatever, or maybe he had an assignment at a nearby airport, probably put the clock, you know, sped up the simulator and flew it 900 miles. In the meantime, we've got to bring it back to KBTM, and it's a real pain in the neck. You know? That's why you see bonuses on our planes, because it discourages people from doing single hops and encourages round trips. And also, if someone doesn't do a round trip and we've got to bring it back, at least the group gets that, that money, that distance bonus money. So anyway, whenever you get to it, Nelly, it's not super urgent, but it's always good to keep the planes at their hubs. It's just kind of a courteous thing, Leave it for the next person to use, Cockpit sure does look nice, doesn't it? I'm glad I rediscovered this plane. So far, so good. Getting tired of that Baron. Oh. I wish someone would do a real Baron. B-58 real Baron. Oh, I've got something interesting for you guys. Are you ready for this? I was contacted by the guys at Fly Inside, Daniel Church at Fly Inside today, and I was asked to beta test their new flight simulator. And I loaded it up today and I started to test it. Now, I'm not going to give you an opinion on it either way right now because it's very early. And I don't want to give any pluses or any minuses, any pros or cons. I will say that it works. I will say that it works in VR. I will say that they have a Baron. Who's a sellout? Who's a sellout? Oh, because I'm not flying an X-plane? Well, they asked me to be a beta tester. And, I've got, I guess I got a little bit of a reputation of being like a VR flight sim guy. So I was happy to help. But in any event, yeah, I was excited too, and Daniel's a nice guy. I had worked with him on a few things before, testing a couple things, but yeah, again, I'm not going to give any pluses or minuses right now. I've only flown it for about a half hour. I will tell you that it worked. It didn't crash. I will tell you that it's got a Baron B-58, which was interesting. Has a couple other planes. I can't remember what they are, but because I really only spent time with the Baron. And yeah, no, I've actually had a relationship with Fly Inside well before I got involved with FSEconomy. In fact, they full disclosure, they gave me free versions of Fly Inside for FSX and X-Plane, and I did a review of it because that was the first VR. If you go back on my videos, a year and a half ago, maybe longer, that was the first thing that I tried out, and they were, because I had the YouTube subscribers, they were willing to give me a copy, and I developed a little bit of a relationship with them. So, in any event, I'm very happy that they're moving forward with their plans for a flight simulator. It's got definitely, I will say that it definitely has some potential, and I'll kind of leave it at that. So there's not going to be any videos on it right now. There's not going to be any details on it right now. They do have a number of other beta testers. It's a closed beta, but I'm happy that they're moving that along, which is cool. Another thing that bothers you about this plane, the stupid windshield heater thingy. Yeah, but that's real world though. The plane really has that. In fact, the Baron is supposed to have that too. The real world Baron has that heater thingy. I never liked the design of it, but in the real world, I believe the planes have that thing, that little glass, that little square glass thing. So anyway, I don't know the ETA of the early access for Fly Inside's flight sim, but I will tell you that It's pretty good. It's pretty cool to have another player and VR right out of the gate, which is awesome. But I'm gonna try it over the next few days and see, just see how good things function. But in any event, oh, you don't believe all have it? You found images? Oh, okay. All right, I'll take your word for that, B2. I don't know, but I have seen it on I've seen it on Barons, real life Barons, on like YouTube videos, people flying Barons. I don't know about the Seneca, but yeah, you kind of have to like you have to kind of like ignore it, make sure you have to like pretend it's not there, because it is kind of a pain in the ass. It is kind of a pain in the ass. Yeah, you thought it was a... Now, it would be cool if it was a HUD. That would be kind of cool if it was a HUD. But no, it's not a HUD. In any event, so yeah, so that's big news. Flying Side's got the closed beta going. I'm not sure how many people are testing it, but we've all been asked to keep kind of quiet and not really comment on it, which I can understand. Because it's like very early beta. All right, 14 minutes till our turn into, let's see, let's just check out Miller Airport. KVTN, which is at 3,100 feet, looks like. No, 2,600 feet. 2,600 feet. So we're going to have to come down a little bit. We're not going to do that just yet because we're still at about we've got to stay at above 4,000 right now. I guess I could go down to 4,000. Might as well. Let's see if we can make that happen. Now the problem is I can't. Oh, I know what I can do. Altitude 4,000.
Altitude 4,000 feet.
All right, now this thing does have. Let me just go here. This plane does have a control here, so I can. It's so damn small, I can't tell. Plus or minus. I think that's plus. Look inside there and see what it is. Minus. We're going down. Let me try this. I'll go vertical speed. See if the plane starts to go down. Should go and be down minus 900 feet, so let's see if that brings us down to 4,000. Autopilot gets stuck on all altitude hold too easily to, yeah. I mean, that's what I'm saying. If all they have to do is fix a few things here and there. Let me see if I can get this thing to go down to 4,000 and hold it. We're at 54. They just made some modifications, right? I mean, this plane's been out a while. Just come out with a new release. Maybe there is one and I don't know the update. I should probably check that. Maybe there is an update to it because I bought this a long time ago. There's 54. There's never been an update. It's still 1.0. That's awful. That's the case. See, that ruins your goodwill, I think. You know, eventually that's going to come back to bite you. Because I think what helps people like V-Flight Air and like Advanced Flight Modeling and a bunch of the other ones, you know, the smaller developers, is they care about their planes and they update them, right? D-Den for the Challenger, they care about their planes. You checked a month or so ago, okay. So they're constantly trying to make them better and updating them, which is really good, you know. There's 47. Let's see if we hold 4,000. Meanwhile, we got 10 minutes to our. Got 29 miles to our turn. 10 minutes. All right, 45. 1.2 is the latest. I don't know if I have 1.2. I'll check. I might have an earlier version. I'll check and see. First, let's see if we hold 4,000 here. Here comes 4,000. It looks like it's blinking. That's a good sign. And, yep, the vertical speed went to 0, so it looks like we're going to level off here, and we are leveling off. So that worked. Very good. Cool. All right, let me check and see what version I'm running. Tell you in a second here, guys. I am running 1.2. So I guess I have the current. June 20th. Oh. A few months, yeah. Like 8 months. All right, what did we say? We were at 2,500, so I'm at 4,000 now. Yeah, that should be good. I think I should be okay. Yeah, as is so common with their planes. So now we've been running for about an hour, and we don't have any major frame issues yet, which is good. So we're getting a little bit of stutter, but that's pretty common with this current release of X-Plane, especially at the left window. For some reason, the left window gets a lot more stutter than look at the right window is like nice and smooth. See that? But if you go to the left and the front is smooth, but if we look out the left window, you get that stuttering. Not sure why that is, but it's odd. Oh yeah, let me get that out of the way. You're looking at X-Plane. Sorry, thank you. Yeah, sorry about that. I always forget to turn that on so you guys can see what I'm doing in X-Plane. What you're looking at is the mirror of what I see in Oculus. All right, so there's our little plane there. No GPS, no purple line. That's another problem. The purple line doesn't always show up. But we're tracking along nice here at 169.
Destination ASOS is 118.075.
All right, let me see what we got here. What's our SECOM 118.075.
COM 1 set to 118.075. Miller FLD weather. Wind calm, visibility more than 10. Sky clear, temperature 9, dew point -16. Altimeter 2992.
Setcom 122.8.
Com 1 set to 122.8.
All right. Miller traffic, Cessna 328, Miller traffic, Seneca 328. Tango Delta, we are approximately 18 miles east of the airport at 4,000 feet. We'll be coming in for a approach from the south for full stop landing, Miller. Let's see, what's our runway? Our runway is 32. Guess I should have known that before my CTAP, right? Lots to learn, guys. Lots to learn. Now, this is going to be the first time landing this plane in about 3 months. So, that's my disclaimer. Yeah, there's your glass heater. I wonder how that works. Does it only heat up that one area, or does it heat up the whole glass? I don't know. I guess it heats up the whole shield. What did we say it was? 3-2? Yeah. Miller traffic, Seneca 328 Tango Delta. We are 15 miles west of the airport. We'll be coming in. We'll be landing runway 32, full stop landing, Miller. Yeah, you get that stuttering off the left wing for some reason. Front is nice and smooth. Right is nice and smooth. It's kind of odd. Let's see what happens when we go outside. So we go outside. If we look to the right. Yeah, the outside view, you're getting a little stutter. All right, that's okay. It's still more fun than flying the Baron. Just getting tired of that Baron. This plane feels like you're... In VR, it feels like you got a real heavy plane around you. I can't... It's hard to describe. Like, it really feels like you've got bulk around you. Even though it's a, virtual image. It just gives you that feeling. Like, the way it moves, when you turn it, it feels like it's heavy, What's amazing to me is how these planes are all 3D modeled. Even they did that well before, knowing that they were going to be part of virtual reality, right? Which is really, really kind of cool when you think about it. All right, so we're coming up to our turn here. We're going to start to slow down. Let's get that mixture in. I'm going to just bring the throttle back a little bit. Let's get ourselves slowed down to about 140 knots. And I guess we're going to be about we get to that point, we're going to be, let me look at we're going to be 8 miles southeast. All right, folks, we're going to be landing at Miller Airport in about 10 minutes, so make sure your seatbelts are fastened, put away your drinks, and buckle up. All right, we're at 140 knots, keep it right about there. Make our turn. We got about 5 miles to our turn here. Miller traffic, Seneca 328 Tango Delta, 8 miles south of the airport at 4,000 feet. We'll be coming for straight-in approach runway 32, full stop landing, Miller. That was a better CTAF call. I'm learning. I gotta get on Pilot Edge and get my chops back, my radio chops back. Spend too much time on FSEconomy. Sucked into FSEconomy. So we'll be about 1,500 feet above the deck when we land. Well, when we're approaching, we'll be about 1,500 feet above the runway. On our first leg back to 33N. It's going to be a long trip back. No, I'm not on PE now, but I do have a subscription. I do have a subscription. I got up to Cat 4 or Cat 5. I can't remember. And I need to pick that up again. In fact, I'll probably just maybe redo them. All right, here's our turn coming up. $30 seconds. Are you on Pilot Edge, B2? Do you fly on Pilot Edge? All right, here we go. Nice, easy turn. Yeah, we're starting to get the stuttering now that you talked about, B2. I can see it. That's not good. That's the plane. It might be better if I don't have all this stuff running because I'm streaming. So I'm gonna chalk it up to that. There's my airfield right there. If I can zoom in here, you guys could probably see it better. Right there. See it? Right there? All right, let me get level here. And we're going to take it off autopilot. But yeah, that glass heat, that windshield heater thing is right in the line of sight here. So let's trim up a little bit. What are we? Miller traffic. Seneca 328 Tango Delta. We are 4 miles southeast of the airport. We're coming straight in approach runway 32, full stop landing, Miller. Yeah, the cat ratings are awesome, man. You should really consider it. It's a great thing that Keith has done there to help people understand aviation, even in flight simming. So it's pretty cool. All right, we're going to get that first notch of flaps. Start to slow that plane down. Get ourselves lined up. I don't need to gear down yet. Trim that nose up a little. Yeah, that thing gets you like right in your one eye. Kind of a pain in the neck. All right, 110. I don't want to go much slower than that, so
500.
thank you. Gear down. Oh, doesn't like the rendering options. It's telling me that the rendering options are too high. So with this plane, I'll probably have to lower things a little bit. Okay. Let's get that full second notch of flaps. And we are on short final. Miller traffic, Seneca 328 Tango Delta. On short final, runway 32. Full stop landing, Miller. All right, we got 3 green. Gas is good, undercarriage good, mixture is good, prop is good, seatbelt is fastened. And we are on final. Pretty barren airport here. Nothing interesting to look at, but my airspeed down a little bit. I'm a little fast. All of a sudden it kind of picked up speed there. I think the frame rates might have increased or something. Let's see, keep it around 70 and flare it up, bring it down. Beautiful. Very nice. Clean up the flaps. Nice ground handling on this plane. Pretty good brakes. Yeah, so I'll probably have to lower the textures a little bit to get this thing to run okay. Unless if I have all this other stuff off. You know, non-streaming it'd probably be okay, but I'll probably have to lower the textures a little bit. All right, let's find our... where the hell we can taxi here. Get off here. Is that another runway? That's another runway, isn't
Approaching runway 03, 21.
All right, we'll just go right here.
Entered runway 21, 2,700 feet remaining.
Miller traffic, Seneca 328 Tango Delta, clear runway 32. Taxiing to GA parking, last call, Seneca, Miller. All right, let's go right over here. Set parking brake?
Parking brakes set.
All right. Let's get, oh, I'm going to close out FSEconomy. We'll check that in a sec. Well, actually, we didn't make any money, so there's nothing to check. Finish the flight so I know we're in the right place. Let's see. I really like to... Yeah, you got to get used. You got to get used to those the phonetic alphabet for sure. Oh, you grabbed the France arrow. Okay. Well, wouldn't that be nice if they popped out of Seneca? That'd be awesome. But in any event, well, guys, that's going to do it for me. Let me get this, shut this plane down, though, first. Taxi lights off. Let's get the battery off. All that stuff is off. And I don't know why those lights stayed on. The battery master is off. See, that's the thing. Like, how could that still be on if the battery master is off? Kind of odd, isn't it? Weird. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. It was a fun flight. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that little notification bell as well, and you'll get notified when I post a video. And I appreciate you guys watching. Looking forward to more fun activity in this new Seneca. And if you join V-Flight Aviation and you got a Seneca and you want to fly this one, You're welcome to do it. It'll be a 33N in a couple of days, hopefully, and be ready to go. So anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Have a great evening. Take care.